The design panel lets us manage the theme of the entire project. It works with popular frameworks like Bootstrap and Tailwind, as well as plain CSS projects. First, let's open the design panel by clicking its icon and then click Activate. Activating the panel creates a default design that mirrors the theme of the framework you're using. Since this project uses Bootstrap, we get a set of default colors, typography, and other style options. We have color swatches, typography settings, background options, and even specific Bootstrap settings that allow for deep customization. But the most exciting feature is the Surprise Me button. With a single click, it instantly generates a completely new random design for your page. You can keep clicking to explore different creative possibilities until you find one you love. Notice that a background image is part of the design. By default, the colors in this image are used to create the page's color palette. However, if we go to Image Options and uncheck Only Use the Image for Colors, the image itself will be applied as the page's background. It's a fantastic way to quickly create a visually stunning backdrop. Let's click Surprise Me again to see another option. When you find a design you like, you can save it by clicking the plus icon to add a new design. Now we can continue experimenting with new designs while keeping our favorite ones safe. You can also apply filters to the background image. For example, by adjusting the opacity, we can blend the image with the page's existing background color, creating beautiful, layered effects. Let's try a few more Surprise Me clicks. As you can see, once you've saved a few designs, it's incredibly easy to switch between them, to compare your options and pick the perfect look. Of course, you're not limited to the generated designs. You can manually tweak every detail, like changing the font for headings. These design settings can also be used directly in your custom CSS code. For example, let's select our drop letter element and go to the Style panel. Now, for the font family, instead of choosing a static font, let's click the drop-down menu, select CSS variables, and then choose one of the fonts from our current design theme, like the one for H1 headings. By doing this, we've linked our custom CSS rule to the design panel. This means if we now go back and change the H1 font in the design panel, that change automatically applies to our drop letter as well. It's an incredibly powerful way to maintain consistency. The design panel is a fun and incredibly fast way to give your projects a unique, custom look without needing to manually override framework styles like Bootstrap or Tailwind. Here, I'll just make a quick final adjustment to the padding on this title box to get it looking just right. As you can see, the combination of the design panel for broad theme changes and the style panel for fine-tuning individual elements gives you complete and intuitive control over your project's appearance. With that, you're all set to move on to the next lesson.